I ask for the truth on behalf of Bryce Bailey concerning love issues here. We ask for guidance and insight in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth, always. And of course, as you know, we've got a twin destiny, a natural and a supernatural destiny, and these cards lock onto the supernatural, as you probably know by now. Let's deal those three cards in this particular case: recent past influence, present influence, and immediate future influence, just to see what has been going on, is going on now, and possibly what may happen. Of course, it's the truth. The supernatural truth is always the truth. So the supernatural truth about your relationship situation, or maybe lack of it, we don't know. In this particular case, we've got the vibration there of the wolf. Beware who you trust. It looks like, yeah, okay, so shit happens. People shit on us, and it looks like somebody shot on you. So join the club. What's new? Deja vu, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you just, I don't know. Are you? I wouldn't say you're naive or gullible or daft enough to keep falling for the same thing, but I'm just sort of getting that, as though maybe you're asking yourself, do you know, is it bloody me, or is it does everybody know I'm just a pushover? Because I'm a bit of a soft touch, and maybe you ought to harden up a bit. Not so much on affection or whatever you want to call it, but just harden up a bit on judgment of character or whatever, or just maybe that's just it. It's literally when you fall in love, that's what happens. You fall, literally you fall, and that's the problem, isn't it? And it can happen to any of us, can't it? But it's like as if somebody's betrayed that trust. The wolf, usually, as you know, the animal totem, the wolf, represents trust, and of course represents loyalty. It's more loyalty, isn't it? The loyalty thing going on. And in this particular case, it just chooses to read in the negative as a warning type thing there, or as a lesson, of course. Just beware who you trust, or you should have been careful. In this particular case, you should have beware who you trust, because they've gone and done it. Maybe you were warned. Well, I'm sort of going there, as though, sort of sensing here, as though maybe you're warned about it. Well, I told you, but, you know, we did say she was like that, but, you know, your lover's blind, and you had to do that, didn't you? Silly old bugger. But then again, of course, you don't deal about when they fall. When your friends or whatever have fallen, literally in that particular case, and what you've literally fallen for it, and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Let's see what's going on now, though. That's I suppose what's happening now is the main thing, isn't it? Notice here we've got the energy of hindrance there. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong at the most inconvenient time, and of course he just, as though anything that could go pear-shaped. But right now, I suppose I'm just looking onto the fiery part of that, the fiery energy there of the angel there, as you can see, and of course it's just saying that fate has blocked this path for you. Let's say anything can go wrong, as going on most inconvenient time, but fate has blocked this path for you. Do you believe in fate? Or do you believe in destiny? I don't know. Or which one do you choose to follow? Which one do you perceive best for you? but fate has blocked this path. It's like as if anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Sod's law, or whatever you want to call it, Murphy's law, or whatever. And it's just, I'm still going wrong. They betrayed your trust, and you think, is it because of that? But maybe you've just tried to trust somebody again, and I'm sort of going, maybe if there's a second time, then we wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying there is, but I'm just saying if there is, then, unless I'm just assuming you're more gullible and daft than take your credit for, I don't know. But either way, maybe it's just not your lucky day or something like that, and it's just things are going wrong. A touch of misfortune there at the same time as well doesn't help. But he, you know, and I'm sort of going as though you were probably thinking something like, you know, I really wanted that to work. You know, I really believed in that person, and she did that, or maybe it never got started, and she was just totally what you didn't think she was, you know, something. Either way, what's the immediate future? If this card is negative, which it doesn't seem to be following a good trend at the minute, but if this card is negative, remember it can actually be a positive thing. Because forewarned is forearmed. Let's just see what we've got there as we flip. Oh, you're destined to succeed. If at first you don't succeed, try again. But you always focus on the green of the heart chakra. If you can just see that gemstone there, that tends to hint there the talisman. And it's just indicating that yes, you're destined to succeed. Although fate has blocked this path for you, you are destined to succeed. So try and focus on destiny as opposed to fate. It seems as if it's sort of clarifying what we just said earlier, in some regards. I suppose if that's what if you want to play with words and make it do that, then. But it seems to be doing it. So it looks as though. Well, they shouldn't start a sentence with the word so. It's bad grammar. But you shouldn't worry there really, because it looks as though things can get better. So 2 bads and one good, and I suppose you know it's bound to happen sooner or later. If you keep betting on black, it's going to come up red. So you just start off small, double up until it comes up to what you want, but don't put everything all on one number, thinking you're super lucky. That just doesn't work that way. But that's if you're relying on luck. But in this particular case, you're destined to succeed with whatever it is. Getting another person who's better than the last one who shot on you, and you've just bumped into another one who's done the same. I'm just sort of getting somebody shot on you, betrayed you, or whatever, and it's just a case of things aren't going well at the minute, maybe through Sod's law or whoever, maybe whatever is happening right now through no fault of your own, and you're destined to succeed maybe between now and this time next month, between now and the next last quarter moon. We can go through the new moon there and the first quarter again, and the full, and then so you've got all that. You got the better of the energies to come there. I was just thinking then. Obviously, when you do that, you can smell burning rubber. So there's not smell-o-vision on here. So fortunately, you don't get the problem with smelling burning rubber, do you? Well, I wonder what your animal totems may have to say. What animal spirits are there as a totem? Well, I suppose it's a power totem, isn't it? More birth totems and things like that, but it's more power totems. What power energies, power animal spirits are just there to your power animal spirit guides. Because we're all people, some of us look different, and of course, if you just limit yourselves to non-humans, or correction, if you limit yourself to just the human side of the animals kingdom, then you're very limited indeed, aren't you? I want to just see though what's coming up here. The whale. On your soul's path. Maybe it's just saying, okay, you couldn't trust him, but that he stopped or whatever, because honouring yourself, having a bit of self-respect. I'm better than that. I'm worth more than that. And I'll honour my soul's purpose, even if it is somebody who isn't good looking, if she's caring and loving, who gives a damn, you know. I don't know if that sort of scenario, but honour your soul's path. So as if you're saying, don't allow the buggers to grind you down because you're desperate for a partner or you're desperate to get it right. You will get it right next time, but it'll go right in a way that you weren't expecting. Just as it says here, just surrender, let go of control. The whale, of course, there is one of the fish people. So the fish people, they protect, they heal, don't they, because of the water. Whereas the earth, those that walk the earth, the four-legged ones, they protect. So there's protection in letting go of control. There's healing in following you and honouring and just following your soul's purpose, or whatever that is, whatever your path is, and focusing on that. And there's protection in letting go of control. Because suppose if you let go of control, then you've got less responsibilities, but it's one less thing to worry about, isn't it? Really. So maybe that's what it is. By trying to make something happen, you're getting what you want as opposed to what you need. But you're destined to succeed in what way? Ooh, that's handy. Often represents the moon goddess, the horse, doesn't it? But in this particular case, of course, you'll be given the freedom of choice, literally, the freedom of choice, and you always have a choice, as it says. You always have a choice. You don't have to follow the going trend or whatever it is because it's woke or something to do so, or whatever. You can go with what you need, which isn't usually what you sometimes think. I'm sort of going as though there is something better to come there, and you're going to be bloody surprised when you realise that, yeah, just make the right choice. But you always have a choice, so you can make the wrong one as well, which seems to be a bit of a problem right now. But then again, if you honour your soul's path, and it's your soul's purpose that you've got to honour your soul, as opposed to maybe your lust or your physical desires or whatever, honour your soul's path instead. Then when this happens, and you realise you've got the freedom, and you know, and you can choose. There are other choices, as if he's saying there are other choices you can make as well as this one, if you get what I mean, or the line of choices or whatever. I'm sort of getting that from it as well. And when all this happens, this will be when whale brother, otter brother, and horse brother there will have, in combination, will have retrieved those soul parts, the soul parts of your soul, of the self-respect or honour or whatever, and the ability to let go and say sod it for a lark, I suppose, not give up, but just sod it for a lark, and the freedom, and when you feel, and when things work in the way is this saying it should, that's when these three entities will have helped you and retrieved those soul parts that have got lost in the void. If you're feeling a prisoner, maybe that's because the freedom part of you is lost in the void. If you feel as though you want to control and just get a grip of it, that's where that's sort of lacking a bit. The surrender, the ability to surrender and just say, not give up, but surrender and say sod it for a lark. I'm in the wrong here. I may as well just whatever, sod it for a lark, I suppose you could say. But either way, it's all about your soul and honouring your soul's purpose. Maybe you could try listening to the whale there. Maybe you could try and and unless it's some music or something. Maybe whale song, I don't know, but maybe that may help whale brother to do his work for you, and make you relax so you can think, put you in a relaxed state so you can think clearly about what I really want, what I want, or what do I need, and say, what do I need from this? I know what I want, but what do I need? And it's when you do that, that's hello. But you're going to be surprised when you find the answer out. Well, I can't say what it is because it's a surprise. So when you end up kicking yourself and realise what it is, maybe you can let us know what it was. I'd give a fool in suspense. Tell me later. Right. Okay. So we'll leave it at that then, just for now. And I'll just cast a dark shadow of supernatural truth over all of these cards. That for you, just for now, have spoken.